Yay! We're live. Happy Wind Down Wednesday. Woo woo! Woo woo! I can't wait to see where you're coming from, what you're drinking tonight, and are you ready for Psychic September? I went earlier today on Instagram to make sure that our friends across the pond or on different time zones were able to tune in. That occurs at 2 o'clock on Instagram Live on Wind Down Wednesday. Otherwise, yay, we've got Wind Down Wednesday tonight. Now, tonight I am bringing the wine. It's called Baby Blue, and it's by Blue Rock Vineyards. And I'm going to show you the thing that has me most excited on the label. If you look at the star right in the center, this is incredible because this is truly what the fairy star looks like. So it's perfect for September because it already brings the energy of intuition. Whenever you want to do something metaphysical, fairies are absolutely here to help us out. They teach us not just intuition. They teach us healing. They teach us gardening. They teach us building anything from the ground up. Fairies are there. So the other day when I was at Dorothy Lane Market and I saw this bottle, it was the star that really caught my attention. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is just perfect. So I was really excited when I read about this particular company, this vineyard. It's self-sustainable. And what I really love about them, they don't use any pesticides. They are an incredible creative organic gardener. And they created a garden in the middle of their 40-acre vineyard. They created a garden that attracted the good bugs. And then the good bugs go out and to the 40-acre vineyard and eat the bad bugs. The next step was incorporating the birds. They put up bird houses so that the birds are then attracted to eating the bad bugs. So they're doubling down on how to get rid of the bad bugs. And they have a wonderful crop. The thing that the owner of the vineyard was saying, you have all these people that use pesticides and it taints the flavor. It creates a different flavor of grape. And what they have found, this is just magical. It's incredible. Now, the one that I am going to use is the Baby Blue. It's the red blend, and it's Merlot, Cab, and Syrah, and it's blackberry, blueberry, cherry, pepper, and smoke. But anyway, the vineyard was purchased in 1981. And so I'm excited. This is my first time meeting this vineyard and meeting this bottle. I'd love to know what you're drinking. If you would please put in the comments, and cheers. I'll let you know what that first initial flavor is. It's really light. It's really good. When I was studying up on it, they do say that they create this really good first flavor. They're right. It is. It's wonderful. So I highly recommend it. And I really enjoy supporting a vineyard that celebrates Mother Nature and works in harmony with nature rather than opposed to it. Speaking of working with Mother Nature, baby, you got a gift and you have an incredible gift, and that's your intuition. That's what we're talking about tonight on Wind Down Wednesday. I do want to get some hellos out. Hi, Jasmina. Woohoo! Yay. Oh my gosh. Jasmina said, how interesting. Yesterday was all about blue beans. And today we've got a blue wine, right? That is so cool. Megan says they've been so helpful with my plants this year. Fairies to the rescue. Absolutely. Hi, Silence Cured. Hi, Chadrian. Hi, Heather. Hi, Tara. Yay. Hi, Megan. Oh, Megan said, hello. Missed you all summer. Missed you too. I'm glad to have people coming back, getting in the groove. Hi, Journey and Kindness. Yay. Yay. Jasmina said, your guide, I call Bella Blue, and she is a blue bean. That's really neat. Hi, Genevieve. Yay. Swish, swish. That's so cute. She said swish, swish. It is really good, though. It is really good. You're right. It's going to swish around. Okay. I am so excited tonight. If you were on earlier, thank you for catching that. It's in the middle of the workday for a lot of you, so I didn't expect you to be here, but I'm really glad you're here tonight in this time that works for you. Let's talk about Psychic September. What this is an opportunity to really get into your intuition. Why does your intuition matter? Well, we know our intuition is on the right side of the brain. We know our logic is on the left side of the brain. Here's the big difference. Your logic, if you're creating a decision, walking it through, thinking about it, takes longer going through the left brain filter. Going through the right brain filter, which is your intuition, that decision, the ability to assess the entire situation, is done in no more than 3 seconds. It's 3 seconds tops or less. Not only are you able to assess intuitively the situation, but with an 85% accurate outcome. You are 85% correct. Now, here's why that really matters. You got a split-second decision. Do I want the job or not? Do I want to say yes to that date or not? Should I go out to drinks with everybody or should I go home? Should I take this job? Should I take the animal to the vet? Should I call the doctor at 3 a.m. because my baby's crying? All of these decisions are normal life decisions, from choosing which vitamin brand to take to choosing what you're going to go have for lunch. But you're allowed to call on your intuition. In fact, that's why it's there. Because intuitively, you know what's best for your body. You know, do I want a salad from Wendy's, or do I want to go to Panera and get blah, blah, blah? Whatever it is, these kind of decisions, they don't have to be the major life ones. But of course, your intuition is going to play a major role in that. Your intuition is going to guide you to do this or go down that path or don't go out today. It's important that you trust your intuition, that you work with your intuition, because when you do that, you're able to hear the fairies and know they're talking to you. Sometimes you do hear the fairies, and then you think, maybe not. And you know why? Because that logic is being filtered in, it's flooding in. That left brain is coming to you and it's saying, well, where's the proof? Come on, I want to know. Why do you really think that is? Or you have a well-meaning friend that starts to speak up. Or it's your own head, it's your own thoughts, because society continues to tell you, no. What makes you think you're so special? What makes you think you know these things? How would you know that? And then it starts to play on you. We all start out extremely open, extremely receptive. And then we get programmed into that box and hammered in and hammered in. And then suddenly we don't trust ourselves. We don't trust our own messages. Now, maybe you want to do readings. Maybe you want to be able to have a successful business for readings. Because I'll tell you, it was wonderful for me being able to be at home, be a stay-at-home mom, doing readings and able to provide for my family. Even as a single mom, I was able to provide for my family. Yes, I did voiceover work too, but it was the readings that really brought in the income. Maybe you don't want to do readings like that. You don't have to. But by knowing your intuition, not only knowing it, but identifying it, hearing it, and confidently taking action using your intuition, you welcome in great opportunities. And that really matters, because you don't want to sit back here and be sitting here a year from today saying, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I listen to my intuition? Why didn't I take that chance? Why didn't I make the energy to do that? Your intuition is quiet. It doesn't scream at you. Have you ever noticed your logic does, though? Let me know. Do you find it easier to hear your logic, to hear your thoughts, or to hear your intuition? I'd love to hear. I'd love to know what you're feeling too. Let me know what you're feeling, because sometimes you're hearing both. Sometimes it's like, yeah, I even Steven. But how can I help you be more confident in knowing that you know? Well, here's how. You begin to work that muscle, and then you make it a habit. And then the more you work with it, the more you do it, the stronger it becomes, and there's no denying it. You know that you know. And when you step into that power, whew, it changes your world. It changes your world and all those around because they see there's something different about you. There's something magical about you. Even if they can't put their finger on it, you know what it is. Intuition is not a dirty little secret. In fact, so many of the world's military service are already teaching intuition, trusting that sixth sense, trusting that instinct, trusting that gut feeling. If you're a goddess of action, you naturally trust your intuition. If you're a goddess of order, you have great intuition. However, your logical side starts overthinking things and then you doubt it. If you're the goddess of optimism, you absolutely hear it, you absolutely sense it, but sometimes the follow through isn't quite there because you want to be liked. And goddess of peace, you frequently are not only receiving the messages, but as an empath, you're a natural empath and you're picking it up and it's not yours. It's theirs. It's someone else's. So it's important that you understand this is not mine. In fact, I'm going to release it and just pray for that person because I've identified the situation. I'm going to release it, let go, and say a prayer for that person. Send angels to deal with that. If you're not sure which is your preferred way to receive your intuition, please check out my Instagram reels and you'll see where I have all of the different clairs. And the clair is clear. So clairvoyant, clear seeing, clairaudience, clear hearing. There are several different clairs, whether you believe there are 4 or 8 or whatever. Think about your 5 senses. Let's keep it super, super simple. Think about your 5 senses and how you receive information that way. Pay attention every day this month. How are you receiving your information, your psychic information, your 6th sense? It's taking each of your 5 senses that we frequently talk about, and it's heightened. It's a little bit more. So even when I'm giving a reading, I will get feedbacks. Suddenly, I'll smell a flower, or I'll smell a perfume, or I'll smell powder. Maybe I suddenly get the taste of grapefruit or citrusy element on my tongue. Because you know how you get those little bumps, like those little bumps on your tongue? I'll get that. Sometimes it's a cinnamon. And that cinnamon for me is a time where my mom used to always have those little cinnamon red hots when she was going through chemotherapy because it helped take that metallic flavor out of her mouth. So when I get that flavor, because it's such a distinct flavor, I know it's something about their mother. I know it's something associated with cancer, or it's something associated with that there's something going on and they want to rid a dis-ease, ill at ease. And so when you even talk about cinnamon, then you can, that's where your angels are providing guidance immediately. They're telling you immediately, here's a message to be sharing. And then it's being in that moment as you're sharing the message that suddenly you're like, okay, I get this. But I want to know how it relates to my client or the person I'm reading, or even in my own life. If I'm just happening along and all of a sudden I'm tasting cinnamon, I'm going to stop and I'm going to think of my mom and thank my mom for the message. And then I'm also going to ask for additional information. When we're giving readings, whether it's for ourselves or someone else, it's always important that we give ourselves permission to ask for more. Maybe you have had a reading from me before and you'll see or remember when I've given a reading, I'll start to do this. And it's, like I'm rubbing my fingers together. And that was a message as I'm in the flow that I'm asking angels for more. I want more. I didn't want to waste any time saying it or thinking it. I just would do this. And angels knew I'm asking for more. Just like I've shared, when I have the feeling of a presence of a hand on my back, I know my angels have my back. When they're playing with my nose, I know it's on the nose. It doesn't matter what that other person is saying. I'm confident because I have a relationship. I have worked with my angels for so many years, over and over and over, given so many readings. You can do the same. You can do the same even if you're asking for a sign or a symbol. You're having a regular kind of day tomorrow. Let's say you're already feeling like, you know what, this is a really good day. I want to manifest something and I want to release something. And I just want angels to give me a sign. Well, that sign suddenly pops up. It was the next song on the radio or on your iPad, even though you had it on a shuffle. So you hear the song and then you're thinking, well, is that for me? Is that really, really, really what it means? Yes. But if you want clarification, ask. And then if you see that bird coming through, you see that other sign, whether it's a symbol, a number, a message in any way, accept the message. And that's where your left brain will try to block you. Well, how do you know that message was for you? How do you know you're not going to be wrong? You don't want to be wrong, do you? And you start to work yourself up and you start to feel like an imposter. And that's not true. You are true to yourself. That message is for you. So if I can help you be confident in that inner knowingness, you're going to find that you are able to work your intuitive muscle to the point where you're able to truly, truly spread messages. And it's not just messages for you. It could be, but it's going to be one of those times where you'll have a message, call your daughter, and you're going to call her and she's going to be, how did you know this? Maybe you'll get a message of all of a sudden you should text a friend, or maybe it's just going to be a message that a friend's going to text you. And so you suddenly start looking for your phone because you don't want to miss it. This is how life starts to get easier and easier. Maybe you're going to have a dream about someone. Maybe it's just going to be having a feeling to go to the grocery store. And lo and behold, they have your favorite treat. What a nice gift from your angels. What a nice life. And that's the door that you start to open when you reopen to your intuition. You were born with intuition. That is your divine right. That is that open communication, and that is your soul's messaging. I know we frequently talk about it's your own internal GPS, it's your own signal. It is, but even more importantly, it is an open line of communication, not just with God or however you label, but it's with angels and with fairies and with mermaids, with animals. So as you're working with me, you know, through Wind Down Wednesdays, through Goddessology membership, through following on all of my social media, I talk about these different elements because these elements are the tools we're supposed to be using. They make our life easier. Why do you want to make life harder? Of course you don't. So if you want to pursue a new career, you want to pursue a new dream, you want to make something happen, well, tap into your intuition, because when fairies are communicating, hey, start writing this and I'll be there. I will help you. I would have never created that Fairy Dust 101 course had it not been for the fairies and had it not been for me listening. I love the Fairy Dust 101 course, but I'm going to tell you, I can't take credit. I did write it and I did film it and edit, and I had a lot of help from my son with editing, but it's the fairies that created it. They were the ones providing the information. Can you imagine what would have happened had I stopped saying, how can I believe this? That isn't right. Blah, blah, blah. Excuse, excuse, excuse. Baby, are you making excuses? Are you blocking blessings because your left brain is so fast saying, I need more data. I need more details. I want detail, detail, detail. I want to do it perfectly. Or are you open and willing to open up to the right side, which is saying, here we go. Let's do this. And you just know that you know. That's one of those things, you know that you know. You don't have to explain it to someone else. This is for you to know. Now, I'm looking for my cards. I had them over there. I thought I had another deck. You know what? I will use this one because I want to give a card overall. And sorry about that. So I'm going to do an overall reading. And I want you to just get a sense of what that's like. I'm shuffling the cards. My intention is for a card for all of us to pop out. So I'm not gripping the cards like holding on for dear life, but I'm pretty strong because I don't want everything falling out all over my floor. Now, what happens when more than one card falls out like it just did? Then, so as I look, and I'm not looking at the cards, but there are 3 cards. If it's 3, sometimes 4, I'll do it. Because many of you have even heard, even when I've done message in a minute on Instagram or on YouTube, I'll initially want just 1 card, but 3 came out or 4. If 4 cards come out, typically I say, okay, it's the 3 cards, and the 4th card is like an overall. It's amazing how much it or how often it is spot on. If I deliberately want to pull for each goddess personality, then of course it's 4. So for this overall general reading for all of us, the first card is the in-between. And I really feel like this is complementing, hey, we're working with fairies. Please pay attention to the in-between times. Equinox is one of those in-between times. September is an in-between time. We will have heightened fairy activity during this September. So please take advantage of it. Trust your intuition. Card number 2 is time. And I feel like this is really truly saying time is of the essence. Time is on our hand. But I also feel, not because I'm looking at anything on here, but because I just had a sense that was coming right on through. And the thing was about the blue. And the blue caught my attention. And I know blue is aligned with your throat chakra, with your third eye. And I feel like it's time for your intuition. That's what it's saying. I also feel like September is the time for your psychic development. And it's also a really powerful time for finding that balance, thanks to the equinox, and finding the ability to work with fairies. And I feel like it's time to work with fairies. The other thing that's interesting that my attention is drawn to is the number. And as you see, it's number 3. 3 is that Holy Trinity. 3 is a very powerful number, and it's a very magical number, especially with the number 9, which is this month's number. Now, the last card is radical acceptance. And I feel like this is saying it's calling you out to truly accept who you are, truly accept your gifts, your talents. Sometimes you are stepping into a role to be something for someone else. And I feel like you are being called out like, baby, it's your time. And this really, really matters. That's why when you're giving a reading, I want you to see all the different possibilities. One thing you'll notice when I am giving a reading, I frequently close my eyes. And I do that because I don't want anyone to ever negate the message, because I feel like this message is so powerful. It's so important. I want you to know this message is for you. I want you to sense it. And so when I'm giving a one-on-one reading, or when you notice I'm doing a live reading, you'll notice I frequently close my eyes. The reason being is I am going all in. It's like I'm closing out everything else and I am just delivering the message. And it's like, okay, it's you and me, God. Let me be your vessel. And it flows through. You don't have to close your eyes when you're giving a reading. I only do it because I wanted that respect. I just heard people saying, well, she's looking for, it wasn't about me. It was honestly on a TV show, and they were commenting about, well, they felt like he was being too general. And I really felt like they were bashing incorrectly. But for me, because I'm a goddess of optimism and peace, I want to make sure that you're not going to shortchange the angel's message for you. So that's why I close my eyes. You don't have to, though. Yeah. So I like that. Leaves of 3, let them be. Yeah, no poison ivy here. Oh my gosh. Yay. Heather brought up a really good point. I question myself. I feel sometimes like I'm going in the right direction and tapping into my intuition. And then other times I feel like I'm falling backwards. Sometimes you could be falling backwards because isn't that the natural ebb and flow? Think about the water. Think about the moon. The moon has a natural ebb and flow. So give yourself a break. Cut yourself, some slack, because you're still picking it up. And sometimes I can tell you there would be times I would be going to the store and I would just feel like, I don't know that I can do this. But I showed up the whole drive. I'm talking to angels. And I mean, that's my prep time. People would say, well, don't you need to stop and pray? And don't you need to? It's like, girl, I am already in the zone. It is difficult for me to come out of the zone. And so that's why I will take a breath and I'm instantly there. But that's years of meditating. That's years of applying myself and being in that vibration and identifying it. Now, I want to make sure you realize that you can do this. I want you to think about, especially if you're local, what is the station? I want you to put this in the comments below. What is the station? What is your local station that plays top 40 hits? What is your local station that plays on the radio, the old school radio, top 40 hits? If you would please put down in the comments, what is the radio station? If you know the call letters, maybe you just know the numbers, whatever, that's okay. If you would just write it down and share it. Well, I say hi. Hi, Julie. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Amy. Yay! Yay! There you go. Megan says C95. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. What about does anyone else? Anybody else share theirs that you know? I'm assuming you know yours. I just can't read it. And especially without my glasses, not going to happen. Yay! 98.1 The Hawk. Yep. Radio 1. Baby Q102. Yep. Amy, that's exactly what I was thinking. Yep. The reason why I'm asking is because you have been listening to that radio station for so long, you know how to find it. Even if you don't quite know the number or the call letters, you know how to find it on the dial. You really do know how to, if I just turn over here, yep, that's it. It's the same with your intuition. The more you dial it in, the easier it is to find. The easier it is to find that really super clear, crystal clear signal. And when you find that crystal clear signal and you go to it over and over and over, it's going to burst your confidence wide open. You're going to feel so confident, so courageous. You're going to know that you know what you're talking about. So when someone tries to challenge you, it's not going to matter. You're going to be like, okay, that's okay, but this is what I'm doing. And you're going to do it. And people are going to watch you. And you're going to be changing the world. You're going to be changing your kids. You're going to be impacting your friends and strangers because they're going to see that light in you. When you know that you know, when you trust your intuition, it's empowering. You set boundaries that you didn't know you were able to set. You are able to be more confident, even if you might be sitting here today saying, you know what? Hey, I know I'm a goddess of action. I know I am a goddess. You're going to be more in that light of confidence so that you are sharing that vibration with those around you. And when people say, what is it? How do you do this? You're going to explain to them how easy, how natural it is to trust your intuition. You're going to intuitively know to water that plant, to make this for dinner rather than that, to say yes when that person asks you out, to suddenly check your phone only to realize that it was on silent and you missed important calls. Your intuition is here to help you. And Psychic September gives you an opportunity to pay attention all month long, to develop that intuitive muscle, so much so that you're able to truly make the most of it, that you're able to be more confident so that when you do see that fairy, you know it was a fairy. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. That you know that was an angel orb, that you know that that star is twinkling and sparkling just for you, that you know to look up right then and there and you see that shooting star and you wish upon it, that you know the type of candle to make, the type of angel to talk to, or that it's time for a cozy day on the couch to do nothing, and you will not feel guilty about it. You'll know that you know you're worthy and deserving, and it's the right time. That's what trusting your intuition is all about. So for Psychic September, for today, all I'm asking is that you start to pay attention to which sense do you receive the majority of insight. Now, it might have always been that you see things. It's like seeing a movie, or it's like seeing a sign. All of a sudden, you see that number. Maybe it's always been that way. Perfectly fine, but you can expand. You have more than one sense. Paying attention to all the different senses that start to come, all of a sudden, you're going to have some new ones developing. It's crazy, but it happens. How wonderful is that? So pay attention, because suddenly you're going to notice, that smells like my favorite bar of soap, and no one is around. Well, fairy is bringing that scent to you. Maybe you're suddenly noticing it smells like fresh popcorn, but there's no one making popcorn. There's no microwaves going off. There's no fresh popcorn poppers. Maybe it's a signal that it's time to go watch a movie. Maybe it's time to snuggle on the couch with a big bowl of popcorn that you do make, and just snuggle in with your pets or your partner. This is the fun, the confidence, and the different path that opens to you when you pay attention to your intuition. So pay attention to the 5 different ways. There's more, but right now we're just talking about the common senses that you're aware of. Your touch, and that's going to be suddenly you'll notice a cold temperature or a warm temperature. Maybe you'll have a feeling of a heaviness. Maybe you'll just be able to walk into a room and you can feel the energy of the room. The thing about paying attention to your intuition is you're hypersensitive in a wonderful way to the energies. You're picking up, oh my gosh, that person's pregnant. You're picking up, oh my goodness, there's something wonderful happening for you. I don't know what it is, but it's coming your way. I hope you're ready. It's able to pay attention to the energy and the vibration of working with your guardian angel, or various angels, or various power animals. That's what being sensitive is going to help you do. Maybe it's hearing. Suddenly you hear a hawk and you don't see one, but it's suddenly there and you're in your car. It's like, how am I hearing that hawk? Pay attention. That hawk is calling out to you. What should you be paying attention to? Clear sight. The road is clear ahead of you. Are you flying above all the peons? That's important. Pay attention to what you're hearing, what you're smelling, what you're tasting. It really is important that you pay attention to all the senses. Do you have a new ache or pain or scratch or a sensation? And then ask angels for clarification. But if you will, every day, pay attention and then journal it. Because if you'll keep track of in your journal, and if you haven't checked out my new manifesting journal, please do so. I really do want to make sure that you guys are signed up and that you are paying attention to this intuition, because we are going to be really celebrating Psychic September. In fact, I do have different manifesting journals that I am going to be giving away. So it's important that you're following me on all of my different social media platforms, because I have wonderful surprises for Psychic September. And you're worthy. You're totally, totally deserving. So, oh my God, see? And angels are even tickling my nose, confirming, yeah, baby. Yeah, you are. Yes, you're still worthy. So pay attention to journaling, keeping track of those things. When you keep track of those things, it's like, this happened. When I felt this is what occurred. When this happened, this is what I felt. It's really fun. And you're going to start this whole resource just for your soul. How cool is that? There is no other book on earth like it. And this is the one you are creating, you and your angels. Yay! Yay! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's so exciting. Yay! Yay! Oh my gosh. Hi, Foxy. I thought you would be there at the afternoon one. Thank you for being up so late. Foxy is in the UK. Thank you. It's nice seeing you here. Yay! Oh, yes. We have a, sorry. It is on the Goddessology store. You can also just Google on Amazon, Go to the amazon.com/shop/Trish McKinley. And there is the Manifesting Goddess journal. There are 4 journals that are up right now, and there are more journals coming. I'm excited. We are not through this year. Do not give up on this year. There is still plenty of time to manifest what you want, but it's going to be important that you pay attention and trust your intuition. You have this natural gift. Let's use it. Let me tell you, everyone can sing in the shower, right? Everyone has a spectacular voice in the shower. Well, I'm going to help your intuitive voice get stronger and stronger. So think of me as your intuitive vocal coach, because you are ready to sing your song. Your soul has been ready, and that's why you're here. That's what guided you here. So, oh man, angels are excited. I'm excited, and there is so much more to be sharing. So I hope you are ready for a revved up month. This is, even though, thank goodness, that September is all about being grounded, because we're going to be flying. So it is going to be a very magical month, and I am so glad you're here. You know what? Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, truly. Thank you for letting me be a part of your journey. I do know you could be anywhere else, and yet you are deliberately choosing to spend it with me. I am so honored, and I really, truly know this is a privilege. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, yes, Foxy. Yes. Genevieve is here. Yay. 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 Yes, we are going to have some free workshops coming up too. Sorry. Angels are here. So what can I do? I'm going to be doing some free workshops on intuition, tapping in, doing readings. So please, if you aren't already on my email list, please sign up. You can do that just by downloading any freebie. There are freebies all over my website. So please take advantage of those. And oh my gosh, if you haven't checked out, and I know many of you are members already of the Goddessology membership, but I am serious. This is one of those things. I don't know if you saw in the Facebook group, but I loved it. I love the wallpaper of our affirmation. I love it. And every time I look at it, that I am worthy, whoo, woo. Yeah. Little tricks like that. It is a trick. It's a tip and a trick to make life easier. It's a technique that you can apply right now, and it's easier. Please know that trusting your intuition is a lot easier than you realize. And I'm going to be with you and help you be more confident to know that you know. Start by paying attention. If it's already night time, get a wonderful night of sleep, talk to angels, journal anything, journal one thing you're grateful for. Maybe you've already sent something. Maybe you are picking something else out when you were looking at the card. Here's wise leadership. Maybe this is saying, hey, baby, you wanted a sign about what kind of leader you're going to be? Yeah, wise. It's time. Yeah, the world needs your leadership. The world needs your wisdom. Take it as a sign. Maybe you're already watching my TikTok, and then you saw already that reading, which was all about, here's your sign. Maybe you're receiving that. So pay attention to the messages you're receiving. Jot that down in your journal. If you have any questions, please let me know. Please message me. And in the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday, magical Wednesday. Fairies are coming through saying, hey, here I am. I'm here to help you. Please trust your intuition, because they're going to be bringing you loads of loving messages. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Mwah. Thank you, everyone. Yay. Yay. Thank you.